I'm Tiger Height, and I'm here to make AEW Collision and Pro Wrestling Majestic again. I even watched Rampage, like a little bit of Rampage. God, the difference between Collision and every other AEW product is just so out of this world. There are different people, different rivalries. It's almost like there is an exclusive roster without having it be an exclusive roster. It's great. This is exactly what we want. We have Ricky Starks coming out here before he went to go fishing. He comes out there, cuts a pretty good promo about basically being a manager because after his actions last week, he is suspended for wrestling for 30 days. I don't know why they did it this way. Who is he going to be managing? I kind of wish they introduced who Ricky Starks was going to be managing in the same segment. It seems like a total afterthought, and if they don't take advantage of this with a team that they really want to push with Ricky Starks behind them, they're going to miss out on a big opportunity. Good promo. The execution was weird, and I feel like they could have done it better, but thank God Ricky Starks is good. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. We have the Acclaimed in action. First time since Billy Gunn basically retired, and they took on the Iron Savages, formerly known as Bear Country. An interesting little thing. I kind of like Bear Country more. This is me. Kind of set them apart. And they're still called Bear Boulder and Bear Bronson. Or at least that's what I heard. I don't care what their names are now if it's different. But they're wrestling on Ring of Honor consistently. Because that's when the name change happened. I don't watch Ring of Honor, nor will I watch Ring of Honor, at least for the foreseeable future. I'll still cover the pay-per-views. Anyway, it was a famouser for the Acclaim to win. They were very over. Post-match, fun match overall, though. I was quite surprised on how much the Iron Savages got in this match. They gave it plenty of time. Nice little story. Very straightforward. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Our next match is a tag team match with Chrisstadtlander and Willow Nightingale taking on Diamante and Mercedes Martinez. The match itself was fine. It was a follow-up from last week where it was a total effing mess. And this was almost the same. A little more action than I thought. A little crisper than I thought. I mean, you have Mercedes Martinez in there leading the charge. She's good. Diamante's fine. Chrisstadtlander is okay, and Willow Nightingale really needs help, but she is very popular with the audience, so at least I can give her credit for that. It was a roll-up with Diamante's feet to the back of Mercedes Martinez for extra leverage for the win. Like I said, plenty of time. Fine match. Told a story. Was it a good story? Cookie cutter. Fairly about the same as you would think. I'll give an Orange Cassidy thumbs down, and that's being nice. Our next matchup here, Samoa Joe taking on Andrew Everett. If you're wondering why it's this picture, because there was no additional promo on it. Even when they do like the big promo with all the matches in that big picture, Samoa Joe wasn't on there at all, which was annoying, but good seeing Andrew Everett. I've always liked Andrew Everett. It's good seeing him consistently working. Of one guy who could be a great benefit to Ring of Honor and AEW in general is Andrew Everett. He's a seasoned veteran. He's been around for a minute. But Samoa Joe is just so damn over still, and he is still just as athletic. A little bit slower, but he can still bring his entire huge-ass body up for a kick. That little enziguri thing that he does after a backsplash, which is pretty damn good. Very impressive, too. He's not working at the frenetic pace that he did 15 years ago, but once again, it's 15 years ago. He's a lot heavier, too. And I think he's actually working to his advantage here because he's still a good promo. Why work more when you can get a lot more for less? Post-match promo about Punk, challenging him for Wembley. Still, I think it's a waste of time and a horrible decision overall, but Wembley just feels so thrown together at this point. If I was a person who bought this card, if I was a person who bought a ticket to Wembley without even knowing a match, I would be so pissed off. This is not a card for Wembley. This just feels so there. I'm sorry, it bothers me. I would be so pissed off. Anyway, Conquista Clutch for Samoa Joe to win. Duh. Orange Cassidy thumbs up. So we have a 2-for-1 here. It was Christian Cage and Luchasaurus coming out, cutting a general promo. Arn and Brock Anderson come out. They're in Greensboro. It's Horseman Country. Of course, they're going to get a pop. Good seeing Brock back, by the way. Luchasaurus took on Brock Anderson for the TNT champion. That's annoying. Why? Why is Darby Allin waiting? Like, seriously, why is he waiting for All Out? You can just go out there, get a match, there you go. TNT Championship on the line in this match. It's so dumb. It's a nothing anyway. It was a clothesline to the back of the head for Luchasaurus to win. And then Darby Allin comes out immediately and attacks both Luchasaurus and Christian Cage. I'm going to combine the segment and the match together since they were so close. Once again, thrown together. It is what it is. Orange Cassidy thumbs down, and that's being nice. We have a Powerhouse Hobbs segment. Jesus, there was a lot of talking in this. It was fine. He brings back the Book of Hobbs. I have no idea if he's still associated with QT Marshall. If he is, whatever. But if he's not, thank God. He cut a decent promo, actually. I was quite surprised. And he called out Miro. Now that is a rivalry I want to see. Aaron Solo and Nick Comoroto attacked Miro as he was coming out to the ring, but it didn't last too long. And Powerhouse Hobbs hit Miro with the spinebuster, put the Book of Hobbs on his chest. I don't know what that means at all. He's never done it before. I like it. I like the premise, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And it was a good promo by Hobbs. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. And in our main event, with a lot of time left on this card, for the AEW World Trios Champions, we have the House of Black taking on CM FTR. I just really like this picture. There was another one that was your general Collision one, but anytime that they bring up like a little cool presentation like this, I always like having it there. It was a good main event. Great back and forth. People were super into it. And I really liked the Samoa Joe choking out CM Punk, keeping him protected. And it was a discus lariat for the House of Black to win. Good main event. Putting these titles on the line is a positive. And they're building Samoa Joe, CM Punk for Wembley. I can bitch about it all I want, but it's inevitable that they're going to build that match. FTR obviously are going to be going after the Bucks for the titles. Well, they're the champions, but they're going after the Bucks for the rubber match. I liked it. Full thumbs up. And that was Collision. Let me know what you thought about not only my video, but Collision, either in the comments next to me here or down below in the description. Become a patron at patreon.com/MPWMA. Lots of cool stuff. Get hats and all of that good stuff. There will be a link in the bio or in the description, depending on where you're watching this on. And as always, be majestic. Oh, and subscribe and follow me too.